He's going forward! He's going forward! He went forward!
I thought I saw real growth. I mean, there was a real sense of urgency. I was excited. I don't know if they heard the Angels singing like I did, but we need to keep growing. We need to keep building. And in the detail, and the focus, just the finer things, the finer points. I mean, real disciplined football. I mean, that disciplined football really is defined. Can you do what you're capable of doing repeatedly? Can you repeatedly do what you are capable of doing down after down, every time, every play, every day?
It'll work, that's what we believe in, all right? You know the question. Who got it better than us? No way!
As we see a team who left LA take on a team who came back home. It's the Raiders and the Chargers. All that and more coming up next.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway in Southern California. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he's looking to bounce back after an injury-riddled season a year ago. Herbert, obviously one of the most talented quarterbacks in the league, but that doesn't do you any good when you stand down the sidelines wearing a baseball cap. If this team's ever going to reach their full potential, they've got to find a way to keep him upright. And with his new head coach, Jim Harbaugh, in the fold, they'll do exactly that. They'll have a chance to win a lot of games with Justin Herbert on the field.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. From just shy of midfield, here's second down and 8. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the intended receiver on the play, and it's third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And he's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. Fourth down. A fourth down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So out come the Raiders for their opening drive, and at the helm in his first year in silver and black, 6th season overall, Gardner Minshew.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison, to the 22-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Over the middle, complete. It's Myers. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Draw play, Madison. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Off play action, it's Minshew. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Minshew sets to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And a short pickup to about the 25. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Herbert now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. It will be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. A give for Edwards running right. He'll get this down to the 38. 2nd and 6. Rush coming, and he's taken down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Right side, he has Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. Quentin Johnston, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look at each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Edwards. They'll run here with Edwards. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They had a good chance to get the first points of the game on the board, but what a great job defensively, getting a hand in there, knocking it away, and preventing that first touchdown.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So the long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's Minshew. It's caught here by Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They'll go play action here with Minshew. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bowers. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. They'll go Madison up the middle. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Here now, 2nd and 4. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Bowers. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And Bowers was clearly the top tight end in college football over his 3 seasons at Georgia. And I applaud the Raiders for not letting Michael Mayer's selection a year ago prevent them from adding to their riches at that position.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Out of the gun is Minshew. And that's complete to Adams. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. And this a 39-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Chargers offense back onto the field. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. That is caught. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
I tell you what, 3rd and 10, you look over, and you've got that punt team getting loose on the sideline. So that puts added importance on this play. You certainly don't want to see them on the field. And after a couple of incompletions, 3rd time's the charm as they get the hook up here and pick up the 1st down.
To the air again, Herbert. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Up the middle, it's Edwards. Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids it. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
And Crosby has made a living off of making plays in the backfield. Totally an absurd 27 sacks and 45 tackles for loss over his last 2 years alone. Mad Max equals disruption.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now Minshew. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Running from the shotgun with Madison, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A lot depending on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. To about the 40-yard line. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Another carry now for Madison. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 37. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Thomas has got it, complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
He'll get it inside the 20 and all the way down to the 17-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown Raiders! Harrison Bryant from 17 yards out, and the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Charger offense making their way back out there. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Herbert now. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. He'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They got 29 yards that time.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So the false start will back them up 5. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start humping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now a handoff. Edwards. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a give to Madison. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Now O'Connell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week one. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, here's O'Connell. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 33. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Herbert off of play action. That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there at 22.
This is all about finding the open space in the middle of the field. How do you do that? One way is through play action. That's going to freeze those linebackers for just a split second, and sometimes that's all you need. They run a deep in route behind them, and it works to perfection.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd and 1 from the 2. They'll run the toss here. Edwards. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Gus Edwards taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and that'll make it 17-13. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing, O'Connell. He finds his man, complete. That's Bowers. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now 2nd and 3. Once again, O'Connell back to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw, O'Connell. Open man is Michael Thomas. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And O'Connell now to throw. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So that now back-to-back drives, CD, that have ended with an interception.
I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. A swing pass here to Edwards. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Out of the gun, Herbert. Powering forward. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down LA. Here's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
Now it's O'Connell. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 42. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Going to run with Madison again. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Charger drive about to get going. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Herbert. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Now it's Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. This goes out wide from Madison. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 2nd and 7. Here's O'Connell. Throw left side complete. That's Bowers. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Fakes the handoff. Now O'Connell to throw. And incomplete on a deep ball.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's A.J. Cole now, standing just outside his own goal line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Dumps it off to Edwards. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
This now a 3rd and 4. To throw here, O'Connell. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here for Davis. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Possession switching back now to the Chargers. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Herbert now. And it's caught. Touchdown. Josh Palmer, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point try now from Dicker. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead. And they'll move it up to the 40. The Raiders offense and Aiden O'Connell getting set to take over once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Madison, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Now O'Connell. He finds his man, complete. It's Bowers. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throw caught by Mayer. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On the handoff, it's Madison. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Looking to throw. O'Connell over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Going on the ground with Madison, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. First carry of the game for Zamir White. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Throwing, O'Connell. His throw incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
O'Connell from the gun on third down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The kick by Carlson is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this fourth quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great fourth quarter.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Chargers offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Charger drive about to get going. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now a 2nd and 6. From the gun, they go to Edwards. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. On the handoff, Edwards. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Again, it's Edwards. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Byron Young in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Raiders offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And Thomas has it. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Off the play fake, O'Connell. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Another carry now for Madison. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. More from L.A. in a moment. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Denzel Perryman with a sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Here's Madison running left. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. More from L.A. in a moment. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. So a nice throw there. And, CD, I have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Charger drive about to get going. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Off the option, here's Edwards. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Here's Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Up the middle, it's Edwards. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. And they run with Edwards off the option. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
They run once more with Edwards. Dancing away at the 35. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, it's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Chargers. J.K. Dobbins, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken a 4th quarter lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So the Raiders now down by 4, a minute 56 to go. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Now this airmail to the sideline, it's incomplete. And there don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Bowers. Here's second down and 3. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Going right back to Michael Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. More from L.A. in a moment. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. He's back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Third and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send...
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, opening week, certainly he didn't want to throw an interception, but the rookie got it out of the way. That's the first of his career.
Veterans throw interceptions week 1, week 2, week 3. It happens along the way. But you're right. He got out of the way. It's over. The big thing for him is, can he answer this question when he gets to the sideline? What did you see? Why did you make that throw? They'll work with it from there.
And the L.A. offense ready for this next possession. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Second down and 6 now. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Chargers, they begin the new year 1-0 as they come out victorious here. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.